Not a raven, but a writing desk. No, silly. Not a raven, but omen. First one out the gate is... oh, shit. Not a horse. Direction. I got these mosquitoes just eating me alive. Not a horse. Direction, number 2. Not a flower. Vulnerability. I gotta go the right way. Number 13. Not a flower. Vulnerability. Mosquitoes. Not a raven, but an omen. Not a snail. Calm. Number 27. Not a raven, but an omen is 11. Of course it is. 27. So direction, I was like, because I'm having a hard time finding direction. I don't know about you guys, but... so I thought, well, root issue, you know, what, why, how, when, where, what, why, how, when, how, when. I didn't do one for where. So then, I draw some cards, draw some tarot. King of Swords, bam, bam. There's the dude. I'm thinking, okay, so I don't know which way to go in a relationship with the King of Swords, perhaps. And then there's the Magician, bam. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune, upright. Holy smoly cannoli, Scorps. If you're lacking direction and you don't know which way to go, I suggest following the King of Swords or leading the way and having him follow you. Either way, it is very beneficial. You have all the tools, he has all the tools in your toolboxes for the wheel to turn in your favor. Big time. Those are amazing cards right there. Just cut, dry, bam. A lot of bams today. There's transitions the other day. Traversing was the word of the day the other day. Okay, not a flower, but vulnerability. That's the why. I'm lacking direction. You're lacking direction. Scorpios, we're lacking direction. We don't like to be vulnerable. We don't like to show vulnerability. No. I don't want to do that. I don't want anybody to know I have a weak spot or anything like that. And it's not like I sit up and worry about it, but I do worry about the lack of direction. Mosquitoes are... So, vulnerability. Show your vulnerability on where you're stuck and maybe why. Or if you don't know why, that's a vulnerability too. Because there's a lack of balance in your life, Scorp. There's a lack of balance. You have to show that vulnerability for a balance. And here comes the Hierophant to say, yes, that's it. And new beginnings in money, social status. And that brings us to not a raven, but an omen, number 11. Let's see what the cards have to say for that one. Not a raven, but an omen. We were going with maybe how. because this tells us who our direction is with. Innocence and love. Playfulness, innocence, and love. Not a raven. Ooh. Ah, but a writing desk. An omen. Alright, let's see. Ace of Swords, clarity. Okay. Okay. So your omen. Waiting for the other shoe to drop. Waiting. Here's the thing, guys. It doesn't have to. 1, people can surprise you. 2, you don't have to put up with it. Walk away, Renee. If it's dead to you and over and that situation's done, kick rocks. Either or. But, so, not a raven, an omen. So the omen comes and you have clarity and you know when to move and which direction to take. You have clarity on why you've been so defensive and why you have to move away. Just psychological safety. This could be a physical move. It could be an actual move. It could be a move over water too. But it also, because it's water, emotions, could be shifting your emotions and perspective. Your perspective on your emotions. You're having clarity on this situation that's causing you to not know your direction, perhaps. It goes all the way back. Hang on. The page. Pages, as you know, I read as like kids, younger people, younger versions of us. Hopefully we raised them right. So it could be a kid coming forth. But remember the page has a tendency to say things that doesn't mean to hurt people, but they can. It's innocence, it's the beginning of love, but it's also mixed emotion. How is that an omen? I see this part. Might have to pull a clarifier on that one. Let's get this next row. Not a snail, calm. Not a snail, but calm. Not a snail, but calm. Not a snail, calm. And it throws up the Knight of Swords reversed. Wow. If that ain't saying calm your ass. And the King of Wands. The fire sign. Remember, it could be Sun, Moon, Rising for those signs. Strength. You need to remain calm in this last row. Really calm. Don't go rushing into anything. Don't think everything through real easy. This King of Wands here, he's action orientated too. Have the poise of the King, unless that's another one. Could be somebody else. Are you taking on the King of Wands? and the Hermit. Okay. You've experienced this before. Whatever this is, maybe not exactly like this, okay? But you've experienced this. This guy tells me this right now. You know what to do in this situation. You've already been through this. You know what doesn't work. So obviously you know what does work, right? Yeah. Have that inner strength to be able to be calm. Be calm. Not a snail. Calm. Calm. Don't be thinking things that and then jumping. See, he's Russian. Don't be Russian. Be Finnish. Oh, that was funny, yo. This is also a message. The Knights are messengers. Okay, so that you're going to get a message. I just heard this. Wow. You're going to get a message that's going to make you be like, wah, and then you're going to jump and run and go from there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Remember, not a snail. Calm. Don't jump and run from whatever this is, from whomever you hear this from. Just don't do that. You're going to get a message, it's going to come in fast, and you're going to be like, and go. Don't go. Instead, do what the king does. Sit and think things through first. This isn't the thinking king. He's already over here. It is an action king. He's telling you, don't take that action rushing. Don't do it. Just sit with it for a minute. Sit with it. So that this clarity from back here pops in again. And you remember, have the inner strength to sit with it. Whatever this is that you got to get through, that's causing you to not show your vulnerability. Because it's causing you to lack direction. Even though the direction is laid out right in front of you, plain as day. There's some background thing that's done but not done. It's the end of the cycle, wrapping up for a lot. I like the finishing touches because some things were left unsaid. Some things, some people feel need to go another round. You know what? No, they don't. They really don't. Not if you don't want them to. It's not a raven. It's an omen. If you're done with it, then be done with it. Don't let it try to woo you back in with its sweet talk and nothings or whatever. If you're done, have that clarity. Something about that encounter is going to trigger clarity. And you're going to realize that you don't really have to have your guard up, waiting for the other shoe to drop. You can leave that emotion, a detachment. That's what it is. Detach yourself emotionally from this situation. You have emotions, water. It starts with water, ends with water. Water. In between, you have thinking and action. Okay, so emotions. What emotions is this that gets stirred up with this whatever this person causes? That's a person. I don't know, younger person, kid, water sign, whatnot. Whatever they stir up when they come back for this next encounter or whatever they're doing, stupidity, I don't know. Whatever that is, it triggers some clarity on your emotions specifically. Your emotions don't have to be on the defense, waiting for the other shoe to drop, walking on eggshells in your own home type fucking shit. Don't do that. Walk away. If it's done, walk away. You might have to emotionally shut down from the situation. Detach. Detachment. It is what it is, and this doesn't bother me. Those are 2 affirmations for detachment. You say those 2 things for a month, your subconscious, your consciousness will program your subconscious to program your consciousness. I love it. It is what it is. It was what it was. And this does not bother me. If you're going around saying I don't care, you care. You care immensely. But if you say this doesn't bother me, you're detaching yourself emotionally. And for some of you, this is actually going to be a physical detachment as well. You're just going to have to be like, okay, look, you're dead to me. I got to go. I can't even be in the same state as you. Country, whatever, possibly over water. Detach. Detachment. And when this all happens and you have this clarity, you'll know which direction to go in. Just remain calm the whole time. Just remain calm. Hand them the rope. Just remain calm. Because they're going to test you. They're going to needle you. They're going to poke the bear to see if they can get it to grow. Don't. Don't. Don't grow. When this guy comes in, fast moving message, blah, 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 blah. Don't take action. Grab your inner strength and introspective. Go within. You have been through this shit before. You just need to remember. The players might not be the same, but the game is. And you've played it. And you know what not to do. Be the light unto yourself. Remember, experiences are what make us wise. This guy is fucking wise. Okay? Wow. The direction you need to go is freaking right in front of you, yo. And then I pulled these guys over here. These 2 cards came out too. And this is my inner and outer challenge for you. And it came so inner and outer. Inner and outer. So your inner challenge is not a seahorse. Number 8, perspective. Your inner challenge is to change your perspective. Slow down, non-action. Introspective. Change your perception. Your direction is right in front of you. With whom, the way to go, the way to be. It's all right in front of you. You are lucky as shit right now, dude. Lucky as shit, yo. That's why y'all keep seeing these readings. Oh, Scorpio, you're going to hit it big. Oh, Scorpio, you're going to do this. It might not be monetary, but for some of you, it's going to be like just the right situations and the right people. Just enough to set you up for life kind of thing. Luck, that kind of shit. Some of it may be monetary, but meet the love of your life. That kind of shit. Be open see everything, hear everything, acknowledge everything in your area, in your vicinity. Be aware, but change your perspective, and you'll see more than you're seeing. You'll see what you can't see right now, because you're clouding yourself by not being vulnerable. I didn't go through that line, did I? A vulnerable line. Sorry, I just dropped the cards. Sorry. So the not being vulnerable, or the lack of direction, is because of balance, lack of balance. You don't like crying. You don't like showing weakness. That's vulnerability. But you need to, for balance, integration and compromise with another. You can't always be the rough and tough, hard one. You gotta let them be the hero sometimes. Let them be the one to save you and tell you it's gonna be alright. Vulnerability. Ask yourself, what is vulnerability to you? And the Hierophant comes in and says, yeah, duh. And when you do, new beginnings and money and social status comes in. Okay, there we go. And your outer challenge. Not a centaur, fighting spirit. So what would that be? The question on that one. What would that be? Not to show the fighting spirit, to be calm? Or it is a fighting spirit to have strength, inner strength to be calm, and to know what to do. Fight, don't fight, don't fight. Love. Cool cards, huh? I just got them, they're awesome. Alright guys, let's see. Change your perspective. That happens on the inner, and then on the outer. But these are your challenges. This is your inner challenge. Change your perspective. Your outer challenge, the fighting spirit. Yes, we have a fighting spirit. Maybe we need to temper it just a touch. Let's see what your overall energy is real quick. Overall energy, overall energy, overall energy. Hello. Overall energy, please. Yes, I smell my cards. They were weird. That was weird. I smelled the smell. Sorry. Well, I suppose I could have described it. Continue working hard at your craft. Continue working hard. Whatever plans you got going on, whatever goals you got set, keep going with them. Just because you got underlining bullshit and you don't know which direction to go in doesn't mean not to keep working at it. Keep working at it. This is a good one. I like it for you to score. I know I've been doing a lot of Scorpio readings lately. For some reason, I get stuck on them. I think I'm gonna hit a Pisces next, maybe. All right. Like, subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Hit that notification button, and in Lakesh, Alakin. I'll catch you next time, guys. Thanks. I appreciate you all.